and chatting. I think I'm in between junk journals. So today we're going to do some chalking. We're actually going to do some chalking. So I need to erase this. This is actually, let me back this up a little bit. This is a Chalk Couture surface, double-sided surface that this has been decorated like this for a long time. So I'm going to erase this and we're going to redecorate it. We're going to redo it. So I'm going to get me some board erasers, a new one actually. Let me see. I might have an old one. Let's just see. Do I have an old one that I can use? Let me pull out the bag of goodies. Nope, not in here. Okay, so it's all right. We're going to get it done. Hey there, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome, Pinewood Rustics Relics. Hey, am I following you? Let me make sure. Hey, Ellie. Hi, Kat. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Follow back. Yes, now I'm following you. Thanks for friending me, Pinewood Rustics. I appreciate you. Well, I feel like now all of a sudden, like all of the, oh my goodness, what is wrong? All of the comments that I was just seeing disappeared other than Cheryl saying hello. What's up with that? Who knows? Please say hello when you get here so I know that you're here. It was showing me who joined the live stream and now it's only showing me a comment. So I don't know if I did something wrong or why that would be. But I'm happy you're here. So this is chalk, right? So it's, if you haven't seen this before, Chalk Couture, this is a chalk board. This is chalk paste, which is erasable. So we're going to erase this off of here so I can redecorate it. I got some new Christmassy winter things. I'm going to wet that to get it to soften up a little. Hold on. You can hear me rolling around in the room here. Let me just see. Let me grab what I've got sitting here that I haven't played with yet. Because I have a few, like, chilling. We be chilling today. Who has snow? I was talking yesterday. Some of the girls in the club live, and someone said, we got snow. We had snow this weekend too, but it was just a dusting. I am really, really wanting to use these. I just wonder if they're too, well, they might not be too small. Look at that guy. That's how I feel in my winter coat. I was shopping for a new winter coat because girl got bigger. I need a bigger winter coat. And I'll tell you what, when you're plus size and you wear a big puffy winter coat, you are really plus size like this dude. Can I just say that? Can we just be honest now? That's what's happening. I've got this little sweetie. If you see one that you like, shout it out. Maybe we'll go to that one. I already used this one. In fact, I created a stained board and used this one on it. And that is going to be in this Whatnot sale on Wednesday. I'm going to be letting somebody take that home and display it. This guy's too big for this, but how cute. I don't know how. Chalk Couture got some Peanuts copyright permissions. So there's that. Amulet 743, my first time on Whatnot, trying to figure everything out. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for you. It is such a fun world. Now, you guys, this has been on here literally for years. Years, I'm talking years, but it's chalk paste. So once you wet it, it's going to reactivate and then you can erase it off and redesign. So that's what we're doing right here. I'm going to get a little more water. Amulet, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. I love the Whatnot app. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on, girls. I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth and put it down because the metal on this board is hitting against the glass right here, and it's just giving an icky noise. Trying to save your ears this early in the morning from the clank of the clank. So Amulet, as you have questions, I want you to know here on the Comfy Desk with Grace, you are so welcome to ask your questions. Ask away because it took me months to figure Whatnot out. I don't know what the heck was going on. Now, Whatnot is a live social media app where you can connect with people. It is for the purpose of auctioning, so selling or buying through auctions. There's also the option, sellers have the option to put stuff in what is called the bin. People will refer to the bin, the Buy It Now tab. So if you go into on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see all those little buttons. Oh, actually, I could show you on my phone. Let me see if my phone is charged enough. It sure is. Let's go into Whatnot and I'll show you. Oh, Amulet, I'm so happy to show you. I'm happy. All right, here I am, the Comfy Desk with Grace. There we are. I can shut off the volume. So let's do that. We want verified buyers on if anybody purchases anything. Oh, it's different for me because I am the seller. Okay. But if you go over here on the right-hand side, there should be this shop right here. This last little button is the shop. And when you open that up, come on, open up. Come on, friend, there. This buy now tab, the buy now tab is what people refer to as the bin. So when you buy from this section of someone's shop, you're not bidding on it. You're just purchasing it for the price that's listed. Like I have mini rubber ducks, a set of 3 of them for a couple of dollars. I have flashcards in my buy it now. I have antique ledger paper, some embroidery scissors. So you could just go and buy those things throughout the live broadcast or even when I'm not live. Now, if I were auctioning things off, they would be listed here in the auction tab. I don't have anything there. So anyway, tips. If anybody had given me a tip, it would show here. Feel free to tip the sellers, especially the creatives who are sharing creative stuff, right? So like anybody who, it doesn't have to be me, anybody who's creating live with you, sharing music, maybe they're sharing a recipe, maybe they're cooking, whatnot, isn't just about selling things. It's also about making connections to people. That's why every Monday I go live and just create. No selling. I'm just coming to create and connect with you guys. And on Wednesdays, I do my auctions because girl's got to pay her bills and I need to earn some income. I told you guys, we just had to have our furnace replaced. My son had an emergency appendectomy at college the other day, not last week, the week before. Was that 2 weeks ago? And I had to have my tires replaced on my car. So girl got bills to pay. And so every Wednesday I go live auctioning things that I put together for you guys because I love to thrift. And when I'm thrifting, I love to think of my audience. Like, what would you like to have? What is something that I can find here where I am that you might not be able to find and want? And that's what I offer out on my auction tab, my buy it now, but specifically selling on Wednesdays. So that's basically the gist of what it is, whatnot. But if you have questions, you just let us know. I'm sure all of the ladies in the chat would be willing to share with you. You love the elephant ornament. Isn't it so cute? Those stinking Hallmark ornaments are so darling. That's how you like to shop? Good. Well, good. I'm glad. I love hanging out too, Laura. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm selling pens soon to pay my kids' medicine bills. Laura, God bless you, darling. Aw, thank you, Amulet. Thank you. God bless you for that. She said, I'm selling pens soon to pay my kids' medicine bills. So Laura must have a seller. So some people are on here as sellers. Some people are on here as buyers. So make sure. So I'll give you one more thing, Amulet, that might help. Okay, hold on. Gracie gonna make some adjustments here. Let me see if I can. Yes. Okay, that's better. I know my screen's dirty. Gracie got to get a wipe. That's okay. All right. When I go here, Laura's saying she's going to have a sale soon. She's going to be selling pens. So to support other people here, to connect with them, if I click on her name, it will pop up this that says view her profile, message her, mention her in the chat. I can make her a moderator. I can invite her to co-host. I can remove her from the show. I'm not going to do that. But see here, it allows me to follow her right from there. So I can follow Laura. It doesn't take me out of the live feed, which on Facebook, sometimes that happens. It doesn't do that though. I'm still in the live feed. I'm just kind of like off to the side trying to connect with Laura. So now if I actually click on her name, it'll bring me to her, I don't know what you call it, her landing page, her channel, her page. If she had any shows scheduled, I could come here and click on it and bookmark it so I get a reminder. So Laura, get your show scheduled, my friend, so that people can go in and bookmark it and then get a reminder when you go live. Okay. So I'm still here in the feed. See, we're still here. Here I am, still here in the feed. It didn't kick me out. Lovely, right? So easy. All right. Let me back you up. Back up the bus. Good, Laura. Good for you. Amulet, I'm happy to help. Seriously, it took me months to figure this stuff out. Meds are a lot. Listen, my son has Crohn's. Let's pick one. Let's do chillin' because it's so cute. We're going to do chillin' on here. I'm going to move the board so I can prep the transfer, okay? My son has Crohn's disease, and the first time, so he had to switch. He was diagnosed when he's 9. He's 18 now, so we've been through the ringer with this, and we're very blessed. We are very blessed. He's doing okay right now, but the last medication that he was on absolutely wrecked his body. We took him off of it for about a year and a half, and when he was on no medication, the Crohn's disease came back even worse than when he was first diagnosed. So we had to put him on a medication. And when we picked that medication, the first time, he takes an injection every 8 weeks. Girl, can't get this off here. The first time we filled that injection, Laura, and we went to the pharmacy to fill it, they rung it up and it was over $10,000 for one injection that he needs to take every 8 weeks. I was like, say what? Say what? I mean, obviously we cannot afford that, but they were talking about my child's health and well-being. Thankfully, with a lot of these medications, and I don't understand how it works, but a lot of these medications have copay programs for people who can't pay, which I would think is everybody. And thankfully, we have a very small copay now for his medication. But girl, these medications are not cheap. Now, what I did right there was this is a sticky. Oh, hold on. Because I don't want the clanking. We don't want the clanking of the metal. Okay. This is a sticky stencil, basically. We call them transfers. Because it's sticky, it's really sticky. So we fuzz it. We put it on fuzzing cloth. You can put it on your jeans, anything cotton. I wouldn't put it on something super fuzzy like fleece. But anything cotton that you can put a little bit of fuzz on the back to make it a little less sticky will make it easier to work with. This is how easy this is, girls. All right, let me make sure I'm straight. You guys do a straight check. Am I straight there? Is it straight? I'm trying to look at the screen. It looks pretty straight to me. I mean, you could get out a ruler, but that ain't me. I'm not usually that girl. I could take out one of these straight things and make sure that am I really straight? Am I really straight? I mean, truth be told, I'm probably a little bit slanted to the left on top, but girls, there are worse problems in life, so I'm not going to worry about it. Cheers. Cheerio. Look at how dark that coffee is. Ooh, I'm having a little coffee problem lately, by the way. Oh, Laura, God bless you. I know the worry of a mother's heart with a child who has, health issues. I understand it. All right, I got to make more room on this table. Hey, Vicky Dooley, how are you? Let me get these out of here. More clanking with the scissors. Crazy, right, Laura? Oh, he's on 4 meds. All right, everybody. Tell me what you're up to today. Who's here? There's 7 of you here. Well, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, we're going to chalk this. I just bought a new thing of paste because my old one got dry and I just didn't want to deal with it. You can reconstitute them, but I wasn't about that. I was just like, nope, Mama don't have no patience for that. All right, we're going to get out a little squeegee. We're going to squeegee this on here and design this real cute. Okay. Ooh, nothing like a fresh bottle of paste. Pot. I call them pots, actually. See all this paste up there? I don't want to waste that. I can use that. So I'm going to actually do this to get some paste onto my... Now, this is erasable chalk paste. We are going to push it through the screen. It's like a little silk screen. And there's nothing like a new thing of paste because it just spreads so easy. And my other one, like I said, it was old and it dried out, so I had to order a new one. You can add water and mix and get it to reconstitute, but I was like, nope, I'm too lazy. I'll just buy a new pot. All right. Here we go. Putting that back in the pot because it will be reusable. Now, you want to do this because if you don't do this, all of the excess on here is just, first of all, it's just wasted. And second of all, it does make it harder to clean these darn transfers because the transfers are reusable. So I want to scrape off as much as I can and make sure. This also helps to make sure, see, I missed a little bit of this pom-pom. Make sure that you have that all filled in. Okay, I'm going to put this aside, and all we're going to do is pull this up, and we're going to have a cute little design on here for our holiday decor. Oh gosh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, here's my transfer backing. I'm going to put this back on its backing. I know it's dirty. It's okay. It's okay. In a few days when I get around to it and I'm not so lazy, I will take this to my laundry room sink and lay it down. And I do use just a squeegee. I wet this and then let it sit. And then I use the squeegee to scrub the paste out of all of the open areas where it's sitting. It'll just wash right out. So I'll do that later. I'm not going to do it now because, you know, I want to create the other side. So we got to let that dry, but we're going to put something on the other side. I'm going to let that dry. I do have a little Chalk Couture drying tool. Does that annoy anybody? I could turn that on so I can flip this over. Everybody, tell me what you're up to today. Hello, everyone. We're creating, we're crafting and chatting. Girls, I might need to get my fan on. Holy, having a hot flash. We're having a hot flash. Now, I started to say I'm having a coffee problem. Two things. Number one, I've lost my enjoyment of my coffee that I've been drinking. Now, I have a bladder condition called painful bladder syndrome, so I have to really drink low acid coffee. So I've been purchasing low acid coffee. Now, I feel like I've been in really good shape lately. When I was on vacation for 10 days with my sister, when I was at my sister's house, I brought my coffee with me so I could make coffee in the morning. But when we were on the cruise for those 4 days, I drank regular coffee and I was just fine. I mean, I have to really make sure that I dilute it. So I drink coffee and then I drink water and then I drink coffee and then I drink water. But if I don't do that, my bladder just is in pain. But I'm not enjoying my coffee anymore. So I need to find a good coffee. I like really bold, dark coffee, and I need to find one that I like. I'm not happy with my coffee lately. So if you have a brand, like store-bought, girls, don't be breaking the bank here. I don't need to be, I mean, God bless the roasters, but I can't afford to be buying $12 bags of coffee. So if you have a favorite store-bought brand that you like, that like we can get at Walmart or something like that, please tell me. What kind of low acid coffee do I drink? I have two different kinds that I like. One is made by a brand called Mavericks. They have a low acid coffee, and then that one I like better. And the one I've been drinking for, I'm not kidding you, almost 10 years is Lucy's. And I just feel like the flavor hasn't been that great lately. I don't know if they changed something, if they're getting their beans from a new place, but I've been drinking it for 10 years. Maybe my taste buds are just bored of it. I don't know. 52 pages, Vicky. Whoa. Vicky says, I just completed a 4-day scrapbook retreat and she did 52 pages. Wow. That's awesome. Deborah, if you want the brand names that I get, I buy them. Oh, they might even be in my Amazon store. They might even be in my Amazon store. If you go into my Amazon store, I have a couple of different sections of the store. One is usually the one you guys go to is craft supplies you'll love. But I did add a section for the cruise because we're cruising together. I'm organizing my first Crafty Chicks cruise in February. And we've got over 60 people joining us cruising the Caribbean out of Miami in February. If you're interested in that, just message me. But so I started a section called Cruise Favorites. But there is a section on food that I use, like that I buy off Amazon. And my coffee is probably in there. All right, should I test it? Now, it's not dry. See, when I test, I never rub. Was that on my hand already? Let's do it again. I don't rub. I just like touch down. I think that was already on my hand. Okay, hand that has no white on it. Yeah, it's dry. It's dry. Now, listen, girls. I got these free in my order last month. Chalk markers in colors. Now, I have chalk markers from way back when from Chalk Couture, but they're like, just like white. There weren't that many colors. But how cute would it be to like make the pom-pom a color? What color should we go with? I thought I would try it. I haven't tried them yet. Should I put a color in his pom-pom or her pom-pom? What color? Pink, red, blue, green. I don't think I'd do this because it looks a little neon. I'm thinking pink, but Red would be really cute. Like it could go into Christmas. I haven't used them yet. They're new. They look very much like a Posca pen. Strange. Oh, it's a chisel round 3mm. Reversible. You can reverse the tip, I guess, to get more use out of it. Pink. Amulet thinks pink. Terry says blue. Oh, wait a minute. You guys are giving me so many choices here. All right. Cheryl said purple. We got purple, pink, blue. Pink, pink. Oh, you guys are saying pink. All right. I'll go with a pink. Pink and red stripe. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to do the tiny little pom-pom. I don't know that I could get all that in there. All right. Let's do pink. Now, I have not used these before. All right. First of all, hang tight. Tip. I have this sitting open over here. I am going to close it because if I don't want it to dry out. It's nice and wet and it's very spreadable right now. And I have my fan on because I'm having a hot flash. So I'm going to close that up so the air doesn't dry it out while we test this marker. Now, it's just watercolor paper. I got to get this going. We got to get this thing going. It's a brand new, so the tip isn't even wet with chalk yet. So we got to, you know how you do this? You got to press that down on paper until what's inside goes through the nib. It's called a nib. I'm going to keep pressing until it comes down. And I've read the instructions on these things. Oh, look at it. There it is already. We got it. Oh, it is bright, girls. That'd be some bright. They're like neon colors. I wish they had pastels. I like pastels more, personally. But a pop of pink on her little hat would be really cute. Let's get you down here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to see. I pressed rather ferociously and now my nib has a little, like, see that little chunk right there? Oh no, maybe that was there before. It doesn't feel very soft. No, it's chisel. That's the shape of it. All right, we're going to do it. I'm going to try to, oh, it's going to be so cute. Oh my goodness. Shut it. Oh my gosh, these markers are going to be so fun to use. Remember the other day in the snowman that I did, I asked you if I should put some color in his scarf, and we all voted just to keep it white. Oh my gosh. Should I do more of the hat? That was so easy. All of the black parts that are open, so it's not chalk paste, the black parts are just the chalkboard coming through. Should I put those in pink too? So the whole hat is pink? Oh my goodness. Journal Donkey says pink and red too. Should I do pink and red stripes? Because I could do now that I know, like, okay, that's pretty easy to use. I could do red, pink, and then red. Should we do that? Let's get this guy going. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was so easy to do. That's going to have like serious serious pop coming off that little penguin's hat. All right, it says to do it 30 times. It is definitely not taking 30 times. Thankfully, look at it. It's already coming through. Oh, shoot, right there. It's already coming through. There it is. It did not take 30 times to get that to come through. I do want to make sure it's really wet because, oh, we're going to color this in. All right, let's do red, pink and red. So I'm going to do this thing red. It's really like a neon. That is very wet. All right, and I'm going to do this too. Now, here's the challenge. I don't know if you can see this, but there are stripes, like white stripes. And I am going to try where all the black is showing to put a little bit of this red. Okay, I'm going to try without making the white part disappear. It's not a fine tip though, so I might just lose some of that white. All right, we're going to fill this in. It's very, very wet, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just try. Well, you know what? Let's see if my little pointy tool, or I know, even better, I have these little rubber things. Maybe I can draw down. Yes. To get my stripes. It's working. All right, I can draw in because this is you can't see this from where you are, but the liquid chalk is very wet on there. It's like kind of pulled up. So I can kind of drag it down and give myself some stripes. Oh my gosh, the level of detail, that is wild. Thank you, Chalkator. I've been a Chalkator designer since the beginning, so I think it's been about 8 years, you guys. And I literally just don't even have the time. I'm going to do a little detail up here too with this one, because look what I can do. That's crazy. Let's just fill in some of these. I'm picking it up from here because that's pulled up, and I'm just going to give myself some more little red detail here. And then I'm going to do pink in the other one. Okay. So it'll look pink and red. All right. We're going to dry that off so that I can use it again with the pink. Let's get some more pink. Oh my gosh. I actually, if this is still wet, let's see if it's still wet. Not really. Not really. I'm gonna add a little bit. Ooh, look at my hand slipped. I'm gonna add a little bit more here. I'm gonna drop a little liquid. Drop it like it's hot. And then I'm gonna take that liquid and just try to do the same thing. Yep. Give myself those little lines of pink up there. So it looks more puffy, like a puffy pom-pom. All right, let's do the other pink. Oh my gosh, is this not the cutest thing ever? And Journal Junkie says, so cute. This little penguin, so cute. All right, let's fill this in. And it looks kind of like an up and down thing we got going on here. Up and down. Like that. And then I'm going to see where the black is. I'm just going to pull that color into the black zones so that we're covering up. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, I'm going to pull the screen away a little bit. What do you think? How cute. And it really isn't taking it that long to dry. These markers, I was not going to open these. I was going to be like, I don't need markers. I'll just sell them on Whatnot. But I would have to do a private sale on Whatnot, I think. But anyway, I was going to go into my VIP group or something on Facebook and say, like, anybody want these? I got them free. I don't want them. But I'm so glad I didn't do that. All right, this box busted open. So I got to take a minute. We're going to do some taping. We got to tape it back together. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? So this transfer is called probably Chillin'. Yep, Chillin'. Size A, Chillin' transfer. I am a Chalk Couture designer, so if you want to go to my website to check out this product line, you sure can. Let me know in the comments or, private message me, or if you go to my Facebook page, my link tree is there and it has all my links, like my Amazon store, my Chalk Couture page, my Essential Stencil code, all that stuff, discount code. Okay, girl with bladder problems, I gotta use the restroom. Somebody in the comments, please keep the conversation going. Can I count on one of you? Can somebody do something for me? And just let's ask a question, not what's the weather, because we always ask what's the weather. Like, what color shirt are you wearing today? Somebody type that in the comments and start a little chat. I'll be right back. I have to go use the restroom. I'm back. Thank you for waiting. This is what it is to have that painful bladder syndrome. It's not that I can't hold it. It's just that it hurts if I do. Look how freaking cute that is. All right, let's pick a different one for the other side. This is going to be a double-sided deal here. So that one's kind of cute and modern. This one feels a little bit more folk art. This one's called Birds and Branches. And I think I'm going to put this one on the other side. Although, let's see. Will one of the Snoopies fit? You guys tell me. I have a few. Like I could do Snoopy on the other side. Oh my gosh, the big stinking Snoopy. Like I said, that's me in my winter coat. You tell me, guys, should we do Snoopin' or should we do the birds? Or, excuse me, Snoopy or the birds on the other side? Cheryl's wearing a gray shirt. Thank you, Vicky. What color shirt are you wearing? Debbie's wearing blue. I got like a reddish color on. It's like a heathered, is that what it's called? Heathered red, you know, when it's got that, I don't know, it's not quite solid red. I'm wearing red. Cheryl's wearing gray. Who else? What color shirt are we wearing today? Snoopy. Let's do it. Debbie says, do the puffer coat and do it red. All right, let me get this ready while we're all saying what color shirt. This is one big transfer, and it has cut lines in between because it's meant to be 3 different images on one transfer, right? So I'm going to take this out of here. I'm going to cut it. We'll fuzz it on my fuzzing cloth. So I'll show you how I do this, and then we'll use it. Okay, so see the little cut lines? Kind of a guide of where to cut it. Let's move Chillin' over. Move over, Chillin'. Let me get my transfer scissors. So these are coated scissors so that the sticky of the transfer doesn't like stick and ruin your scissors, okay? So what I usually do, I don't cut my backing. This is just your own choice. I hang all of my transfers on hooks in my craft room because they have these little, and so to store them, I put them back in their packaging. So I like to keep the backing solid. I don't want to cut it, but I do cut the transfer so I can take it off. It's as easy as that. So now I can take this one off. I'll leave these 2 on here. We're going to fuzz it. We're going to do the Puffy Coat Snoopy. Puffy Coat Snoopy. Amulet's wearing black shirt. Classic. Hello, Jenos. Debbie, I love your suggestion. I can make the puffy coat red. We're going to use this guy. I know he's so hard to see. Before I use him, though, I got to make sure that this is dry, and I don't think it is. If I take you really close to camera, see, you can see the red is still wet. That's not good. Okay, hold on. Because beside that, I was actually considering creating like one of these small surfaces that I have because I'm trying to make things that I can sell on the Whatnot sale. But like, what if, now that he wouldn't be right on there, but how cute would it be to have a little Snoopy on this frame? So I'm going to prep this frame for sale while we're waiting for the Chillin' Penguin to dry. So we're multitasking here, people. This is a little heart frame. I do sell these in my shop, by the way. I bought these way back when we had the Napkin Lovers Club, and I still have some left. And so I'm going to create, oh, it's stapled on there. That's the problem. What's going on there? Why is it stuck so bad? Yeah, it was stapled on. Come on, plastic. Why are you being so difficult to me? I think I'm going to do Snoopy in white. So what color should we paint this frame? Should I stain it or should I paint it? I don't want to lose the little dowel because the dowel goes in here so that it will sit up on its own. So I don't want to lose that, but I'm going to do Snoopy in white on here. Should I paint it black? Should I paint it red? Should I paint it pink? What are your thoughts? While you're telling me, I'm going to pop this paper out of the frame. I'll keep it, and I'm going to, it's kind of got a rough bit here. So I'm going to get some sandpaper, which, oh, I need to go get another sanding pad. And we're going to sand that down a little. I'm here. I'm in my cupboard grabbing some sanding pads. Sanding sheets, whatever they're called. Now, let's see. I want kind of a fine one, if I can. I do like this thing because it just is easy. Velcro's right on there. The little half circles give me a good guide. There we go. The frame would be so cute with a picture of kids ice skating thin Icy blue. Ooh, Debbie. Oh, Ruthie, thanks for joining us over here. Yeah, if you are watching, Ruthie, thank you for saying that. If you're watching from over on YouTube or on Facebook and you want to join the chat, the conversation, jump over on Whatnot, because that's where I can see your, any of your comments or see that you're hanging out with us. Otherwise, I can't see you. Fran, I can't see you unless you come on over into Whatnot. I am broadcasting. I shouldn't put that on there, those little bits, because we don't want that getting, well, I guess it doesn't matter, on the back of my transfers. All right, let's see. I am just going to lightly, all right, hold on. Hold on, girls. We're going to make some adjustments here. It is a challenge when you just have so much space. I'm going to move my fuzzing cloth, and I'm going to do just a little sanding. A blue would be really pretty. I'm going to put white. I'm going to put the transfer, the Snoopy, in white, I think. If I did a light blue, like Debbie's suggestion, which I do like that idea, if I did a light blue, then a white transfer may not show up that well. So maybe I would want to do like a blue or a black. But so whatever color my paint is, I try to do the embellishment in a color that's going to show up real well. All right, I need something, a little something to put under there to try to get that. I want to get this off of here. It doesn't really matter, but there's a very, very sturdy paper clip in there that's irritating me. Let's see. I thought, oh, I'm going to ruin my knife. I better see if I have something like that to get under there. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't want that there. There. There we go. This wood is so soft. It's very easy to sand it down and smooth it out. Now this is the back. I don't have to, we don't get all crazy here on the back, but I do like to smooth out the wood. All right, so we have two projects going on here. That's what we got going on, girls. Kind of fun. All right, I'm going to clean. And then we're going to paint, and then we can do some more chalking. So we got to figure out a color. So a blue would be very pretty, actually, because I do love blue winter. What's the word? Decor. What color do you guys do your Christmas? Do some of you do pink Christmas? Do you do green, like the traditional green and red Christmas? What is your house? What color do you do? Do you have a color? I don't really have a color. I don't think. I kind of do whatever I want. Taking a sip of coffee. All right, let me look at my paints. Let me do it. All right, girls. Like, if I did a really dark blue, then white would show up really well on there. But I don't have to be super. The choice. There are many choices here. But I like the idea of a blue, so I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I'm looking at my colors. I have this blue is very pretty. It's a little bit purple, isn't it? Blue kazoo. What do we think, girls? Light blue, dark blue, teal blue, red and black with Santa ornaments. Pretty traditional. Red and black. Oh, nice, Debbie. What color should we do this? I was kind of thinking a red or pink, but with kids ice skating, a blue would be really cute. And I could make my own color, right? I could take this and add some white to it so it wasn't so darn dark. So a little bit lighter version of that. Because if I want to chalk in white, if I want the Snoopy to be white, then I want the color that I put down to be pretty dramatic, like dark, right? You see what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be too bright. Let's take this little dish and let's mix up some blue. Frozen lake. Blue like a frozen lake for ice. Like very light blue, but that's what I'm saying, Debbie, then my white Snoopy is not going to show up so well. Hang tight. I like what you're thinking, Debbie. Let me look at my chalk colors and see if I have a dark blue chalk paste. I'm grabbing my big bin of chalk. Okay, hang tight. We're looking, girls. That like a color like that would be real. That's a light blue. But now I'm looking for a chalk that would make sense. A chalk paste color like that. Dark blue might be good, but I don't know. Let's check those two. I haven't used these pastes in a long time, so I don't know how spreadable they are. Let's see. This one doesn't even look opened. Oh, well, that one would be very spreadable. That would show up really well. So that's a good option. This one, oh my gosh, it doesn't even have a color anymore. It's very old, so I think it's dry. Yeah, look how dry that is. Now, I could reconstitute it. But, girls, I don't. Mama doesn't play with that. I just don't have the time. I don't feel like doing it. It's a personal choice. Personal choice. Okay, let us find the blue. Like this with even a little more white in it, maybe. Let's mix that with a little white and do like an icy blue. Like I'm taking Debbie's creative advice here. Hey, Shauna Mitchell, thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping in, my sweet friend. You're so loyal. I appreciate you, darling. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have a great day. Let's see if we can make this a little icier. So I'm just mixing a blue and a white paint. Boy, I got like paint boogers going everywhere. Oh, that was a lot of white. You know me, I do not love using my paintbrushes to mix this stuff. So I'm going to find some kind of like rubbery tool because I can't stand getting my paintbrushes just gobbed up with paint. I know a lot of people do that. It just drives me crazy because I feel like all the paint gets lost in the paint bristles. Oh, I think I could even go whiter than that. Right? Do you think just a little bit more white? I'm going to need more paint than that. So the thing is, I definitely want to make sure I have enough paint. So I'm going to add more white and a little more blue. And let's mix this up. We're going for a lighter version of that blue. I love blues for winter decor. I mean, but who am I kidding? I have like it's like a not quite teal blue, like a green blue in my house, like the interior, the doors that go to the outside of the house, the interior side of it is like a blue. I have one dining room chair that's a blue. My coffee table in my living room is like this really pretty blue. So I have pops of blue all over my house. That is so pretty. Yep. Look at that. Look at that, friends. Maybe even a little lighter. Just a tish. Oh, I spread it on there. Way to go, Gracie. I'm going to add a little more. A little more white. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like a mixologist over here. It's a very subtle difference. Oh, geez. Get it together, girl. Thanks, Shauna. Oh, geez. My finger slipped. That was a lot more paint than I was thinking. Okay, girls. By the way, I watched this weekend all right, my boys are sitting watching wrestling, or they're watching UFC, or they're watching something about hunting, or, oh, Lord, the things that they watch. They'll sit and watch YouTube on like proper ways to prep a deer after you've hunted it. I don't know the right words to call it. I'm a city girl. What do I know? I always say like, oh, did you catch one? And they're like, Mom, we don't catch fish. Like, like I guess you do catch fish. We don't catch deer. I don't know. Did you get one? I don't know what you say. Did we shoot one? Yes. My son, it was deer opener for bow. My son doesn't shoot. He doesn't hunt deer with a rifle. He hunts with bow and arrow, and he practices every day. He's into it, right? I love it. I love that about him. But anyway, the things that they watch this is what it's about, and I have no interest. So I sit with my iPad and I watch something else. And I started watching Guinness, the story of Guinness on Netflix. It is so good, you guys. It's so fascinating. Oh, Debbie, this color is so pretty. Look at that. I love it. Debbie, I love it. Thank you for the suggestion. My sweet friend, you're so smart. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. We used to take the kids, I'm thinking about the ice skating, Snoopy. We used to take the kids ice skating to the ice rink when they were little in the winter for something to do, something active to do. And I don't skate. My husband played hockey growing up, so he skates very well. But I'd have to rent a pair of skates and I'd be like, oh my gosh, just like holding on to the side. How is that girl holding on to the side? My husband would help the kids. And we did put the kids in skating club for a little while so they could learn how to ice skate. Landon tried hockey for 1 year in second grade. It just wasn't for him. The schedule. He didn't like the schedule because he missed a lot of like sledding and snowmobiling and ice fishing. We couldn't do those things that year that he played hockey because he was doing hockey every single weekend and a lot of them were out of town. So when it was time to sign, he liked it, but when it was time to sign up again, we said, now, just so you know, kiddo, like if you want to play hockey, we'll do hockey, but that means no snowmobiling, no sledding, no, we won't have time to go ice fishing. And he was like, oh, I don't think I'll do hockey again then. It's like, okay. So that's how it worked out for us. So anyway, I'm that girl holding on to the sides because we never went ice skating when I was a kid. I grew up poor, kids. I grew up poor in the city. I couldn't afford stuff like that. All right. Now, this is so pretty. I got to get this painted. I'm going to paint this. I'm going to set it aside. We're going to do Snoopy on the other surface. Now, I have to tell you something. If you don't know much about Chalk Couture, just something to think through. The paste that we use to put through the stencils to make the design is erasable. It is water soluble. It is erasable. Keep this in mind. So on my chalkboard, I'll be able to erase the design and redesign it every time I'm bored of it because it's on a non-porous chalkboard. But when you use your chalk paste on a painted board like this, I won't be able to erase it, right? Like it's just going to be on the board forever. So just keep that in mind. You can use it on permanent designs. You can use it on designs that you're going to erase. So it is flexible in that way, but you have to remember it is water soluble. Now this, I'm going to probably want to do another coat, especially on the edges, I feel like. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then like you can see where it's going to need another maybe little coat or touch up at the very least. So I'm going to set this aside. I don't know where. Well, I got to put something on the floor. I'm going to put it on the floor, but I'm going to put something on the floor first so I don't get blue paint on my floor. There we go. We're going to set that aside to dry. And then let's go back to this guy. Oh, so cute. And we will, boy, I hope I have enough paint. All right, here's what I got to do. So I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes and we're going to work on this. This paint here I'm going to need to use for touch up. So I'm going to add some liquid gel medium to it. Hear how liquid that is? It is an acrylic base. It will not change my color, but it will help this stay wet and help extend the life of this paint. Now, I don't like using my brush for that. Gracie, don't do that. Don't. You just said you didn't like doing that, and then there you go doing it. I'm going to mix this basically wetness extender in here to keep it wet longer. It's not going to change the color. It's just, it has no color. I mean, I know it looks white, but it's basically translucent liquid that'll keep that paint wet longer. And I'm just going to add it in there. It's going to give me more volume and it's going to keep it wet longer. I'm going to pull it all over to one side so that I can use that to touch up in a minute. In the meantime, let's work on this. Yes, that is completely dry. It is so stinking cute. We're going to flip it over. We're going to do puffer jacket on the other side. All right, puffer jacket. Where you be at? Come on over, you. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now, are we going to get all crazy about our straightness here? No, we are not. We're not going to drive ourselves batty, girls. Oh my gosh, I could just do the hat on this one too. And we could do the same colors or we could do different colors, but we're going to first do this white. So here's my white paste. Thanks, Carol. Oh, Carol Edison, you do not have to apologize, friend. I love when you're here. Doesn't matter you come late, come early, don't come at all. I mean, I would miss you if you didn't come at all. Oh my goodness, Gracie. Oh my goodness. Hold on, girls. Gracie has a cleanup here. Thankfully, it's erasable. I should put this here. It's going to be in the way. So I'm doing some chalking today. I'm in between books, and I have to tell you, I have to totally, oh, look at that mess. Totally admit to you. So the cat book that we'd worked on for weeks here on Whatnot, every Monday, I go live and I create. And when I'm doing a junk journal here on Whatnot, I will continuously do the junk journal until it's finished here on Whatnot so you guys can see it like from start to finish. Did that with the cat journal. Then I started the Holly Hobby Journal, which I'm working on now. And my intention was to send the Holly Hobby Journal to my friend Dina for her retreat. She's having a junk journal retreat. And I told her I would send one of my books as a door prize. I was going to send her the Holly Hobby book. However, it wasn't finished and I knew I wasn't going to finish it in time. I needed to send it to her on Friday. So I sent her the cat journal, which I loved so much, but I told her I would give her a book and I just finished that one. So I sent her the cat journal. So the cat journal is going to be a giveaway at Dina's junk journal retreat this coming weekend. How fun is that? Let's do it. Come on, puffer coat. This is me. This is me in my very winter coat. We already had below zero, 10 below or 5 below wind chills this weekend. It gets cold here in North Dakota, so I do really need a coat that covers everything and that I can move in. So my coat from last year is too small. I mean, girl keeps getting bigger and my coat it's not holding me in anymore. So I was looking for a new coat. And I like these kind of like puffy coats because they're very warm. But when you put a puffy coat on, I tried a bunch of them on when I was out of town in Grand Forks a week or two ago. I don't remember. I think I was there when it was when Lennon had his appendectomy. Oh no, I went back the weekend after to check on him and to do some cleaning and stuff at the house. And I tried on a couple of winter coats and I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like this. I felt just ginormous with these coats on. He's so cute though. I wish I looked that cute in a puffer coat. All right, I'm going to put this back on here and I will bring it to my laundry room and clean it later. Not hard to do. They clean up very, very easily. I'll get the ice skating guy here in a minute, but what should we do for color? Should I just do the hat like on this side? I'm thinking just the hat. I think if I colored the puff coat in all the way, it would just be too much color. Do you see here, if we stick with the same vibe where there's just one thing that's small that has a pop color, I could do the hat. And should I do the same colors? Should I do the red and pink? Or should we do something else? It needs to dry while we decide. You tell me, red and pink, or should we go with a different color? These are the colors that I used on the other side. That's what's on this side. Should we do red and green? Maybe? Oh my gosh, is he not the cutest? Thank you, Chocador. If anybody's looking to try Chocador, there are some really great kits on my site that you can pick up if you've never done it before, just to see how easy and fun it is. I gotta get this to dry, especially the hat, because I think I'm just going to do the hat, so maybe I should really focus up there. It doesn't take it long. If that's already dry, his nose is already dry. Oh, yeah, it's already dry. There, okay. The marker takes a little longer, it seems, to dry, but that's okay. So what's the vote? Should we go orange and pink? Well, that actually looks orange. It's red and pink. It looks orange, though, on screen, more so than it does in person. What do we think, kids? Do a different color? Jeno says stay with the same color. I'm kind of inclined to the same, too. He's so cute. Should we just stick with the same colors? I'm kind of inclined to that. Forgot that I still need to fix this. Oh, Gracie. I lose track, girls. I lose track of what I'm doing. I do. Let me just get some clear tape and fix this box because I busted it along the way, or it got busted in the mail. I don't know. The same. Denise says the same. I think the same too. I kind of am agreeing with that. Terry says do a patchwork of colors. See, and here's the thing about this. I always tell you guys this, even when I'm creating books. When I ask your opinion, it's because I really want to know. And a lot of times I do exactly what you guys think. Like this was one of your suggestions. So I think I'm going to stick with those same colors on this side. So we have pink on the top here. So on the top of this one, I'll do red. Look at how stinking cute. I will say, though, it's not fine tip. It's a bullet or chisel tip. So it is a little bit hard to control in terms of the color. Okay, now down below, I'll do alternating colors. And then here, okay, hang tight. Let's get you closer in. Whoa. Okay, so here, you can see there's just a little bit of color that I can do. So I think those are so small that I can take the color that's sitting on top here and draw it in. I don't even think I need to use the marker down here. Okay, I'm getting that color to come down. I can actually even change the shape of this a little bit. That is hard to do with the chisel tip. It's just too big for these really fine. But I have this little rubbery squeegee tool that I bought years ago on Amazon. I bought a set of them and they had different tips. And I thought it would be really nice to have for detail work like this on Chocatour. So I'm going to embed a little bit of this color, kind of keeping with the design that came. But I could even add a little bit more. Like I could extend this and make it a little bigger. So we have little, like some bigger pockets of color. Right here needs to be filled in. This I actually probably could come in with this. Yeah. They don't have to stay that size. Literally, you can do whatever you want. I'm just following the design and how it came. But I'm going to make all of these markings a little bolder, a little bigger. Like that. Okay, now every other of the stripes are going to be this color. So I think I'll take this big one. And I'm not really pressing down. When I need more color though, hold on. Let me dry the tip of my little squeegee. When I need more color though, I probably should grab my water, this, and re-wet that nib because I don't want to do it on the Chocatour design because I'm afraid it would just like go wacky on me. Sometimes these markers when you press on the nib, it like deposits more color than you were thinking you wanted. So sometimes it's good to do it off the project. All right, we got those. Now let's grab the pink. Now where? I don't want to mix my colors, and I still have a little bit of red on this. So I'm going to take the red off. It's just a tiny bit, but you never know. Now the pink. Oh, let me let that camera refocus. Refocus, camera. Come on, you can do it. Refocus, please. Get busy. What? Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to re-wet this again off of the project. And then let's get our pink in here. Oh, this is tough to do. It's tough, girls, because it's not very fine. And this is a really small area. So I'm going to give it a swatch of color. And then I'm going to use my tiny little tool point to drag that color into the zones where I want it. There. There. That's so cute. It's so cute. All right. Let's see. That's what he looks like. What do we think? Yay or nay? We like it or not? All right. This is my first time trying these markers out. Years ago, they had these markers, but they came in like white, red, black. They were very basic. So I'm so happy that Chalkator came out with these now, because it gives you more options for colors for fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. So these, I'm going to set this aside, and then let's go get the heart project, and we'll start working on that again. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. How many is it showing on your screen are here with us? Okay, so this little pedestal board, it's a double-sided chalkboard that I got years ago from Chalkator. I'm setting that aside to dry. And let's go back to this. This is still a little wet, so I'm going to dry it up, and then we'll see if it actually, the color on the front is gorgeous. I'm not doing anything to the back. Let's check our sides and make sure we got full coverage. I've got one little spot right here that I missed. So tiny little paintbrush. If I don't have to do the whole thing over again, I'm not going to. Like, you know, it actually looks like it has quite good coverage. But right there is a little spot that needs a little paint. Let's do a double check on all of this. Oh, I think I'm going to fill in right there. Right here. There's like actually a little groove right there in the wood. And so where the groove is, it looks like the paint didn't settle in real good. So we're going to fill that in. Okay, great. Good. That's good. Everything's in good shape. Now, here's the thing. Do I need a little paint? No, I think I'm all right. It's a kind of rough wood. This was, I think, from Michael's originally. Okay, now, girls, what were we going to use? Oh, we're going to use the ice skater. Let me go get him. He's on the same stretch. We're going to put the ice skater over on the right here. So, again, I don't cut my backing. I just cut my transfer. We're going to fuzz it. Oh my gosh, I love playing with my chalk stuff. I don't do it often enough. Maybe I'll do it here and whatnot more, you know. All right. So this is a painted surface. We are going to chalk on here with chalk paste, which is water soluble. So here's the thing. I'm going to want to top coat this project eventually. I'm going to put him as far right as I can. He's so cute. We are going to want to top coat this, and you will not be able to use a brushed on top coat because the paste is, like I said, the paste is water soluble. So we're going to put him on here. And then what I'll end up doing is going out to my garage, putting this on cardboard and just spraying Mod Podge on it, several coats of Mod Podge. Then if you wanted an even thicker top coat on it, like, or if you wanted it shiny or something, you could then brush on some other top coat. But you do not want to come in on the paste with a brushed on top coat because it will smear that because it's water soluble. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Tips for you. All right, this is the blue I'm going to use. It's actually called, well, this is amethyst. It's not even blue. Oh, maybe not, girls. Hold on. Going back to my paste colors. What color do you think Snoopy should be? I don't think white will show up well enough. That was my original intention, was white. What color should I make Snoopy? Can you guys, on a very icy blue background, should Snoopy be black? Oh my gosh, I could color in his hat too if I wanted to. I'm limited by the colors of paste that I have. There's black. I mean, red would actually be really cute. I like red and blue together. I'm looking, this rumbling that you hear is like a box of these pastes, and I'm trying to see what colors I have. I have a purple. I have it can't be something light like that. It has to be something very bold and dark. Black. Who said yes, black? Cheryl said black. Yeah, I'm thinking black, girls. I'm thinking we need to do the black. All right, let's put the red away. We'll put this one away. Not amethyst. It's too purple, especially next to that really icy blue. Let's do black. Black is actually classic as well. Like, it's going to match everything. I cannot get this. I'm trying to put the cover back on this thing, and it just will not. Do you ever have that happen? It happens all the time with my water bowls. Like, I cannot get the cover back on. It's like, dang, driving me crazy. Oh, I guess chalk. No, these are not the same. Oh my gosh, girls, I'm sorry. I'm over here struggling. It's a struggle. Gracie's trying to get her poop in a group. All right. The girls are saying black. Let's pray, because I've not opened this in a while, that it's wet enough to spread. Oh, yeah, baby. That's some good shiny wet paste. New squeegee. I'll just get a new little squeegee out. It actually doesn't even have to be this big, but it's okay. We're going to do black. It's going to be really striking on here. What is this? It's a piece of my hair in my way. Come on, Snoopy. We want to see you come alive on here. It's going to be so cute. Come on. Fill in his one little part of his foot. Remember, I'm going to scrape as much as I can off of here. It's going to make it easier to clean the transfer so I can use it again. And I'm not wasting all of my product, my paste. Easy breezy. Okay, here we go. Come on, Snoopy. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it. So cute. I can't with how cute that is. Girls, I'm not even joking. His form is impeccable. I don't think I'm going to mess with this. On the other surface, remember we put all those extra colors. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave this black. And once everything is dry, I will take this into I'm going to have to take it into my garage, set up I use a painter's canvas on the floor, and then I will spray top coat this several times to make sure that this doesn't move at all if it gets wet. Because remember, it's water soluble. So I need to top coat this because I will never erase this off of wood. On a chalkboard surface, like the other one that we did. Come on over, Puffy Coat. This one I can erase. when I get bored of it because it's on a chalk board, which is non-porous. This is porous wood, so I need to top coat it and it'll just be there permanently. Now, if I tried to erase this, if I wet this and tried to erase it, what would happen is that black will seep into the wood grain and it would just make a big old muddy mess. You just have a big black swab of black over here, which would not be pretty. So I'm going to top coat this. This will be in the Whatnot auction on Wednesday. My goal today was to make some things that I could put in the Whatnot auction. So this will be in the Whatnot auction on Wednesday. Just so you know, I do have a Whatnot auction on Wednesday. So please open if like I showed you earlier, when you go into a Whatnot auction, you can open a person's, and this is Amulet's new. Let's see. Let's get this open. Where is Whatnot? Just to help you guys, when you go into Whatnot show, where am I? Am I showing up here? There I am. Now, if you click on, while you're in here, if you click on my name, my profile name, it'll pull up my profile. Well, it's not going to do it for me because I'm the seller. But if you click on my name in the upper left-hand corner, it'll pop open and then you can go to my shows and you can bookmark them. Okay. If you want to pre-bid on items when I have an auction coming up and items are listed, you can pre-bid or buy things from the Buy It Now tab. Anyway, what we're going to do next, if you don't mind, just hang tight because I really do love to support other sellers. I am going to raid another seller. So let's go see who's live. And I'm going to hang out with you today because I feel a little shoppy. I may do some shopping myself. Christmas is coming, you guys. It's like 45 days or something like that. Holy buckets. I need to get ready for Christmas. Okay, we're going to raid somebody. Let me find somebody to raid. And for Amulet or anybody who's new, raiding means we're going to take all the live guests and the seller, so me and all of you, we're all going to hop on over into another person's show to support them. They may be creating, they may be auctioning, I don't know. But when we get there, if you could please put a row of chicks like this, like you see in the comments, in their comments, and let them know that we came over together from the Comfy Nest with Grace. That would really help me as well. So let's see who's live. And we will rate somebody. Let's see who we got here. Hodgepodge Place is live. This, what is this? Thingamajig, something or other. Love Boutique is doing craft supplies. Little House is doing vintage decor. Let's head on over to, let's do Leslie's Little House. She's doing vintage decor, so let's jump into hers. It's so hard to pick because you can't go everywhere. Let's raid. You guys remember to do the chicks. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day, okay?